kids, big kids, little kids, comic books and toys for all the girls and boys. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Adam
Hi.
and McKenna and Kayola here.
Hi.
And since it is now October, we thought we would do some fall and Halloween themed drawings. And today we're going to start out by doing a scary jack-o'-lantern. So let's get right into it. So we're going to start out by doing a big circle, and we want to leave a little space at the bottom so we could have some space for grass. So I usually start like and pumpkins are not perfect circles all the time, so it doesn't have to be one particular shape. And draw big and give yourself a nice big pumpkin. Draw some grass there. Let's let McKenna catch up here.
Yep.
Draw more of an oval pumpkin.
Alright.
So we're gonna make this look like it was cut out. So follow along with me, and I'm gonna show you how to give it a little bit of like a three-dimensional feel to it. So we're gonna start by doing some curves down like this. We're going to start with the eyes. Okay, and then when we draw the bottom curve, pay attention to what I do, okay? So I'm not going to go all the way. I'm going to do that, watch first, watch first. And then I'm going to make a shape inside like that, kind of like a little moon shape, okay? Cool. Try not to put your head in the way so people can see your drawing, right? Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to come down like that. And I'm going to do that shape.
I kind of do.
Yeah, that's good. Remember, we're just having fun. We're learning. And we'll make mistakes, and that's okay. Actually, there are no real mistakes because we're just kind of making this up as we go. Now I'm going to make a nose, and it's kind of like an upside down V. And then I'm going to do another upside down V and connect it on the inside. Okay. Now I'm going to make a scary mouth. And to do this, it's just a lot of diagonal lines. Like 1, 2, like that. Alright, and then underneath, I'm going to basically copy those lines and then connect them. There you go. Nice. I like to give my jack-o'-lantern some eyebrows. Usually when I'm cutting into them, I try to do that. You can make them any shape you want. And then I'm going to do the other side. Before we color them in, let's just wait. Okay, now we're going to do the stem. And the stem usually is one curve like that.
Yeah, I don't want.
And then I'm going to do the line down like that. And then I'm going to connect it. And then I'm going to, the stems have a lot of texture on them, so I'm going to do 3 lines. You can do more if you want. And then because usually the stems are cut, I'm going to put like the cut mark right there. Because usually they're connected to a vine.
Or you could make like a circle to make it look more 3D.
You could. And then another thing I like to do is kind of give it a little shape there. And then we're gonna we're gonna do the lines that go through the pumpkin. But what we want to do is when you're doing this, you want to go with the shape of the pumpkin until you get to the center. So wait, first actually you may want to start with one down the center. But don't go into your nose because you want to give it some space. There you go. And then maybe like right there, and then right there. Okay, and now you can do your curved lines like that. And then you would curve it the other way from the other side. Right. And then this would kind of like curve like that. Yeah, there you go. Now I'm going to give it a little bit of some dimension here by shading underneath the eyes. So when you cut out a pumpkin, it's not just paper thin, right? There's actual spaces. So basically I'm just copying these lines. And then the same thing for the nose. Mouth, but not the whole thing. So watch what I do with the mouth. So depending on where it is, I'm going to, there you go. I kind of messed up here myself. I did too much. But I'm going to color these in black. These, yeah, just like that, Kayla. Good job.
What is this? Should we do the eyebrows too?
Yes. Yeah.
You did the eyebrows already.
Well, no, he meant adding a little bit of a dimension and shadow to it there. And the nose. All right. Sometimes I add a little more texture in it. Do little dots on the pumpkin, give it a little bit of texture. We've grown a lot of pumpkins, right?
Yeah.
So we know that they come in all different shapes and sizes. Now we're going to do a little bit of a shadow underneath the pumpkin. It's basically just like an oval shape, kind of like that. We'll imagine that the light's coming, you know, the moonlight is coming from that side. And we'll color in that. There you go. I always try to draw with the side of my Sharpie rather than pushing down because they always have like these nice tips, but if you just push down on them, it wears it out, and it also wears out the ink a lot quicker. So whenever possible, I try to use the side of it. So I was thinking we can do a little bit of a background since this was a quick drawing. You know, I'd probably add a moon over here up in the corner. And then, you know, it's basically a circle, and then you draw some like craters in the moon. And you could draw kind of a spooky cloud behind it. And then maybe
Looks like a bat wing.
Maybe some bats. Basically, we're just. And you could color those in. And you could draw bats different sizes, so it looks like they're flying. You could draw them different shapes too. These are basically just silhouettes of bats. They kind of look like the bat symbol on Batman. It's basically just some curves, connect the wings. body there. And there's your bat flying.
I'm just adding some dark.
Okay. You could also start using crayon to color in your pumpkin. I'm gonna draw some rolling hills back here, like it's at a pumpkin patch.
Maybe it's the great pumpkin.
Maybe it's the great pumpkin patch, maybe a spooky tree. It's the fall, so you don't have to draw any leaves, you could just draw branches. And then maybe some little pumpkins in the background. Shadow underneath. There we go. Maybe some grass in the front. You could draw like, you know, if you have more space like down here, you could draw like a little mouse. I love your pumpkins, they look great. Really cool. So I hope you guys are having fun drawing your pumpkins. Outline my pumpkin a little bit more so it pops off the page a bit. You don't have to do this.
Now it's time to color.
Oh, you can start coloring, sure.
What is the purple?
I'm gonna do some, you want purple?
Yeah.
Is there a purple here? Some purple. I'm gonna add some cross hatching to my pumpkin, so it's just basically when I'm creating the illusion of shadow. And I could do this in color, or you could do it in marker like I am. Basically just following the form of the pumpkin and creating these feathered lines.
Has great artists
Since
in
the
the
light's
world.
coming from over here, I figured it would be lighter on this side and darker on this side. There you go. Looks great, McKenna.
Thanks.
And there you go. There are our pumpkin drawings, and I'm going to start coloring mine. One thing that I want to do, or I want you to think about, is inside of the mouth and the eyes and the eyebrows and the nose, that's where there would be a candle. Uh-oh. Sounds like there's somebody at the door. That's our dog barking. Interrupting. That's okay. Anyway,
That's
so...
sad.
That's fine. So, inside the pumpkin would be the candle, so I'm going to color the inside of the mouth yellow. That way, because that would be where the light is coming from inside the pumpkin.
You could add a little orange.
I'm going to add lots of orange, but inside the mouth I want that to be the brightest part.
You could actually color it orange and then yellow.
Well, you would want to do the lighter color first. So I'll be done with this yellow in a second, and then you can use it, okay? Oh, there's another yellow there. Whenever we cut out pumpkins, we do some pretty elaborate ones, huh?
Yeah.
I like to make scary faces on our pumpkins. We had a good time last year cutting pumpkins. We used to grow them. Where we live now, we don't have the space to grow them. But one year we grew like 20 pumpkins in our yard, right? We were giving them away. We had so many. there's the inside, and then I'm going to start with a lighter orange on the outside. And then I'll build it up with some darker oranges to give it a little form. There's some more oranges over here if you want.
The eyes are gonna be it?
Or the, yeah, I would color the eyes in yellow.
And the eyebrow?
Oh yeah, because there would be a candle on the inside of your jack-o'-lantern that would be illuminating your
The nose?
the nose. Yep. Whenever you're drawing, you could always turn the page, whatever's comfortable for you to get to the spot that you need to color or draw. We're a little crowded here because there's 3 of us on one drawing table, so we're just trying to do the best we can with the space we have. If anybody has any suggestions, what they would like to see us draw, please
Wear a mask.
send us what? Send us a message, an email, or leave a message through YouTube or Facebook, or you don't have to wear a mask when you're sending us an email. I think we're socially distanced enough. Fortunately, I don't think we're having Halloween this year, so we're gonna make the best of it.
We're gonna do like a scavenger hunt.
We're gonna do a scavenger hunt at home. What are you guys doing out there? Are you guys gonna go out for trick-or-treating, or are you going to stay home and do something special?
Coronavirus.
We used to have some pretty fun Halloween parties.
But now it's the coronavirus.
Yeah, well, also we moved and a lot of our friends are far away. So I did the lighter orange, and now I'm going to come with a more red orange, and I'm going to kind of darken up certain spots.
This is a dark orange.
That's a dark orange, yeah, that's a good one. This one says red orange.
This
Maybe
one
even
says
darker than this.
orange blonde.
And then you could even put some of that darker orange around the lines, because those create little shadows. I like to blend colors. I'm even going to blend some of the yellow into the orange that I already did, so especially around where the holes are, like the eyes and the nose. I'm not sure what if you guys can pick up on how the yellow is blending in with the orange. It looks pretty nice.
Maybe red for.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna add a little bit of red. Okay, and for the stem, we're gonna use a little brown. Darker brown. I'm going to use the same brown for this little mouse down here.
I made an alligator.
I'm using it brown. I was color it gray.
You can color it gray, yeah. One gray mouse. And I'm going to get some green for the ground.
You can pick dark green.
Yeah, I usually start out with a lighter color and then I build it up to a darker.
I started.
Now you can color in marker, you can color in color pencil, whatever you have. We don't have a lot of fancy art supplies, so we're just using what we have. We have a lot of stuff left over from school and
Did you
other
need
projects.
this green?
Not yet, I don't. Thank you.
Not gonna use it.
Yeah. So we like to use everything we have and then we'll get some new stuff. Maybe we'll later on, once if we continue to do more of these videos, we'll do some in marker, and maybe we could even do some in paint. Okay, let's see. Do I have a darker green? Do I have a dark? Oh, there we go. That's a nice dark green.
It's a spooky one.
Spooky one. The spooky green.
The every green.
Do the darker green in the foreground, and then I blend it into the background. What are you looking for, McKenna?
Brown.
Brown. So here's a brown.
I need a brown.
Here's another brown.
I'm just gonna go on the brown.
Yeah. So the darker color should always be in the foreground, and then as it goes further back, it gets lighter. I'm gonna do my sky a bunch of different colors. Yeah, I'm gonna use purple and blue. You want a purple, McKenna? There's another purple here. Now first I'm gonna color in my moon a little yellow here. I'm not gonna color in the whole thing yellow. I'm gonna kind of like just go around the edges, and then I'm gonna blend it into white. Or leave it white, because then I'm gonna add a little bit of gray. Let's make it like, you know. And maybe I'll blend in some more yellow with that gray that I just did. Now I'm gonna do a purple sky. And I'll mix in some blues.
Some greens. And some purples.
Here, let's move yours over so people can see this awesome job you're doing. I love the color of the sky that you did. I'll leave my clouds white. Color right over my bats so they blend in a little.
I just do stuff.
I guess we have to decide whether we're still dressing up for Halloween.
Yeah, for the schedule. How about like
Do it for ourselves.
you're gonna be late when we're gonna do the scavenger hunt? Cause how about like we sleep in and you set the scavenger hunt?
I'm gonna color in my
And
tree
then
in the
like
background.
we're gonna have breakfast, like maybe a Halloween,
And color these pumpkins in.
maybe a Halloween breakfast.
A Halloween breakfast. Some pumpkin pancakes. That could be good.
We don't have
Okay.
any pumpkins.
Oh, we can get some. We still have time. It's just
This
the
is a
beginning of the
big
month.
bat
I'm
wing.
gonna blend in some of this.
Yeah, a
blue.
big bat wing.
That is a big bat wing. Blend in some of this blue with the purple. Make it darker up top. It's coming out great. Oh, you put ghosts in yours. Is that a ghost?
No, it's
What
a
is it?
tree.
Oh, that's part of the tree. Oh, you didn't color it brown yet, so I wasn't. This almost looked like an eyeball and then a mouth. But I see now that it's connected to a tree. So you want a brown?
I couldn't have a brown.
Oh, here's two different browns. I'm gonna find a darker orange if I have it. Let's see. There's like a scarlet. I'm just gonna add a little bit.
I might use it after.
You're gonna use this scarlet too? You color in your tree? Cool. Just went outside the lines on mine. So see how I'm kind of outlining or doing a little bit of color around the lines. Kind of make it look like it has a little shadow in that texture there.
I'm actually gonna color mine green.
Okay, yeah, you could add a little bit of green to that. The stems are like a brown, like they get brown, but then they also get green as well.
I got something.
What'd you forget? I think that's looking great. What about this right here? What's that a part of?
A wow.
Oh, are you gonna color it in? I like the way you blended the oranges in, McKenna.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks great.
Was it scarlet red? Or the scarlet?
The scarlet red,
The scarlet.
that's bitter or something. This is it right here.
There's so many different colors.
Yeah, there are, and they all have different names and
It has a
more
game
texture to
called
this.
Clue.
What other fun games do we play, or have we played
Train
at our
game.
Halloween parties? Do you remember? We played the donut game where we tried to bite the donut off the string. Right. We never did bobbing for apples though, right?
No.
No, it's kind of yucky, sticking your face in the water.
I really want to do that.
But we'd always make fun treats and have lots of friends over. And then last year we just walked around our new neighborhood and there was a lot of Halloween trick-or-treating and haunted houses, and
Yeah. We go to one.
you went in one? Yeah.
Somebody comes out of a bath and
Oh.
it looks like a skeleton.
Oh really? I didn't see that.
Because we were outside taking pictures.
Alright. I'm gonna add a little bit of orange inside. There's Kaola's scary pumpkin. Good job, Kaola. Looks really nice.
You should probably speed this up.
We might not. What other colors can I
Maybe
add to
gray?
my? I'm gonna add a little a darker color to my green here.
We're gonna draw a spooky house tomorrow.
Sit back, please. You want to do a spooky house tomorrow? We could do a spooky house, like a haunted house. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Where
I was
ghosts
thinking we could
come
do like
out
a
and-
black cat. We could do
I
a
want to do like
fall tree.
haunted house with like ghosts coming out of it.
We could do a haunted house with ghosts coming out of it. It's a great idea. Should we do any like superheroes that are kind of Halloween themed? Like I was thinking we could Doctor Strange,
Batman.
Batman. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh wait, we could do a guy in a skeleton costume.
We could do a guy in a skeleton
We
costume.
can do a guy in the bat
A
costume.
witch. We could
A
do
kangaroo.
some wizards, like
We
some
could
Harry
do Harry
Potter
Potter.
wizards. Yeah, that would be
Kangaroo.
good. Sure. Kangaroo.
Doesn't really fit Halloween, but
Who knows? We don't live in Australia. Maybe kangaroos dress up. You know what I miss is the Jack-o'-lantern festival that we used to go to
yeah.
at the Rhode Island at the Roger Williams zoo in Rhode Island. They had so many jack-o'-lanterns. It was really cool.
Yeah.
And then they would have all different themes. They would always do like superhero ones or comic book ones or dinosaurs. The first year we went, they had a Christmas theme. That was cool. Or famous books. Please don't do that.
Dads don't. This doesn't really look like nighttime.
It doesn't. Yeah, I guess because the grass is brighter. What I could do is I could add some blue if I want to make it the grass greener or darker. I could add some blue to my grass. Do you know how you make green? Do you remember how to make green? The color green?
Red and orange.
No, silly. That's red orange.
Where's orange?
What kind of do you remember how to make green?
Yeah. Blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow. That's right. So you could add more blue to your green to make it a darker green or a bluish green. Now some shade here. Go even darker.
What do you think?
I think that looks great.
Yeah.
What do you think of mine?
That looks good too.
Thanks. I like Kayla's as well. Looks pretty spooky. And there are our pumpkins. So let us know what you guys think. Post up your pictures of your pumpkins, your jack-o'-lanterns, and what's what? Back up so they can see your drawing.
I signed it before.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't sign mine. You want to sign yours, Kayla?
What the heck?
You can sign right on the crayon and maybe a little waxy.
Smudgy, you know.
Don't sign on your pumpkin though. Sign down here. All right. Well, thank you for watching our scary jack-o'-lantern how to draw. And we hope you'll check back in with us tomorrow and like all the videos and tell all of your friends and make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. So thank you very much. Have a great day.
Bye.
There you go.
Maybe so, maybe no, maybe mom.
All right.
Okay, we'll enter.
Okay.